am Jessica Tyson, the 4-H educator in Essex County, and this is Hunter. And today we are going to make some pet treats. We're going to go over making dog treats, treats for your chickens, and some horse treats. So what we're going to start off with today is making dog treats. So what you'll need is flour, peanut butter, eggs, and some water. Okay, so now that we've stirred up and mixed our batter, we're going to spray a cookie sheet. You can put parchment paper down too. We're going to scoop the batter right onto the cookie sheet. And put it all on there. And while you've been doing this, you want to turn your oven on to 350. That's what you're going to put the treats in at. And you're going to put them in for about 20 minutes. But I check mine at about 15 to make sure that they're doing okay, since all ovens are kind of different. And what you're going to do is you're just going to flatten out the batter right on your cookie sheet. You can too roll it out and use cookie cutters if you had dog bones or anything that you may have. And this doesn't have to be perfectly square or anything on your cookie sheet, because afterwards you'll just cut it into little squares or whatever shapes that you want for your dog. Alright. Okay, so you're going to get it like this, put it right in your oven for 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, and once your dog treats are out, you want them just kind of be slightly brown on the bottom, and you can cut them when they're still hot. And you're just going to cut them basically however you want. You can cut them into little bricks, you can cut them or squares, you can cut them into triangles. Now for the chicken treats, you're just going to need canned corn. It could be fresh corn too if you have it. You're going to need at least 2 muffin tins if they're the 6 muffin ones. And then just cold water and your freezer. So you're going to start by opening your corn, and you pour a little bit into each muffin tin. I do about half full or a little less. It doesn't really matter. I also don't drain it out. I just pour it in. And then once your tins are full, you just add water the rest of the way, and then you pop them in your freezer until they're frozen. And once they're frozen, you can take them out to your chickens to enjoy on a hot day. You can also put a tray underneath if you have an old tray that you don't use anymore. So that way as they start to unthaw, they can still have that water. But you don't have to do that. Ours didn't keep them on the tray the first time I did it, so they just ended up right on the ground. So yeah, so it's going to look like this. If your helper here isn't trying to steal it, look like this. Uncooked canned corn, add water in it, put it right in the ready. Okay, so now we're going to do horse treats. And all the horse treats call for, close that, is applesauce, oats, flour, and a 9x9 pan. So what you're going to do is 1 cup applesauce, 1 cup oats, half a cup of flour. Mix it all together, put it in your greased 9x9 pan, and put it in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes. Okay, so now we got our flour, oats, applesauce all in here. You're just going to mix it all together. We have nothing else to add. Okay, so this is what your consistency and your horse treats will look like before you put them in the oven. Close that, Hunter. Spray your 9x9 pan. Add it right in there. Kind of flatten out your batter so it takes up your pan.
What are you doing?
And then, just like your dog treats,
Oh, my turn.
in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes. And once they're done in the oven, you can take them out and cut them up into little squares. I just kind of cut these into little squares, and then you can bring them out to your barn, feed them to your horses or your goats, and let them enjoy.